But these schemes are, they cover a very large area. For instance, the scheme that concerns unorganized workers in unorganized sector covers a total of 46 crores in this country. 46 crore people are working today in unorganized sector. Out of them, 14 crore are women. And as Brother Dave mentioned, these people in the unorganized sector do not have the benefit of having an association or a union through whom they can agitate or coerce the employers to concede to them their rights. They are left alone. They may be working as domestic helps, they may be working as drivers, they may be working as helps in the waiters in the dhabas and hotels, where you do not have an organized machinery for agitation or enforcement of rights. Such large is the constituency. If you look at it from plain figures, you will see 40 crores below the poverty line and 46 crores in unorganized sector is the kind of constituency that you have. You are working in this constituency. It's a very, very large constituency. And when you have such a large constituency to cater to or live up to the expectations of people of such a large constituency, you need to put your heads together. You need to meet, you need to discuss, you need to rededicate yourselves. And that precisely is the purpose why we meet annually in one of the places where whatever we have done over the past is reviewed, our failures and our successes are evaluated, and we rededicate ourselves. But may I tell you that it is not just the poor that is our constituency. There is a general impression that only the poor is our constituency. I don't think that is correct. Legal service authorities are doing something very, very significant even in the other areas. For instance, a rich man is driving a Mercedes, is a rich man, and he is found speeding. He is challaned by the traffic man. Now, it is our duty to ensure that the fine that he has to pay is paid quickly. Facilitate the payment of fine quickly. So, Lok Adalats for traffic offences, where the citizens get quick justice. You don't have to wait, you don't have to wait for the summons to come, you don't have to go to the court to engage a counsel. You can evolve mechanisms, you can evolve methods by which even the rich can benefit from the quickness of the system that you have. Somebody has taken a big loan from the bank. He wants a quick disposal of his case or claim. We provide that opportunity. It is not just the poor. The rich can also come forward and say, I have taken 2 crores, I want to pay back, but I want some concessions. So we provide a pre-litigation Lok Adalat where a rich can also come and say, I am ready to pay. And in the process, over the past 1 year, I won't say over the past 20 years what we have done, the figures will be phenomenal. You may not believe them, but over the past 1 year, since February 2015 till date, we have settled claims of 5,855 crores in pre-litigation, where people didn't have to go to the courts. They didn't go to the courts. We provided the platform for a settlement, and the settlement took place. And those settlements are decrees which are enforceable. It is not as though it is just some kind of a voluntary or a promissory kind of a thing. No, it is an enforceable decree. 5,855 crores in pre-litigation and 8,462 crores in pending cases. Now, in terms of cases, if you see, we have decided 62 lakh pending cases by Lok Adalat, by mediation and so on, and 1.61 crore pre-litigation cases, which were potential cases that could land in the courts, but were settled because of the facility that we provide to the people. I think this is a great service not only to the poor for whom we provide free legal aid, awareness programs, assistance and all, and schemes that we have formulated for them, but also to relieve the judicial system of the burden that would legitimately fall on it if we were to close shop. If we were to wind up our activities, or if the Government of India, the Honorable Law Minister were tomorrow to say repeal this act, then the effect will be that you would have 62 lakhs plus 1.61 crores, 2 crores and 20 lakh cases reaching the court. The courts would be choked. Already we are told that you have 3 crore cases pending. I must mention to you, to the credit of the Honorable Law Minister who is here, that although there was this constitutional amendment which came under challenge, because of which the process of appointment got delayed, it got stalled for a while, and after the matter was resolved, the Law Minister, realizing that the process of amendment of the memorandum of procedure may take time, wrote a letter to me that the government is willing for the process to be resumed on the basis of the earlier procedure. And we immediately agreed. Within a period of 4 weeks or so, 6 weeks, we cleared nearly 163 names that were stuck for more than a year with us because of the controversy regarding National Judicial Commission. And I must compliment the Honorable Minister that out of those recommendations, about 90 appointments as permanent judges and about 40 appointments as fresh appointments made to high courts have already come through. The others are in the pipeline, and every time I meet the Honorable Minister, he tells me that he is taking personal pain, he is going to the PMO, he is trying to tell people that while the process of improvement of the system by way of amendment of the memorandum of procedure can go on, appointments in the judiciary cannot be delayed, because we have today something like 450 vacancies in the high courts to be filled up. And over this year, there will be another 50, which will take the total number to 500. The system is under great pressure, which I'm very happy to tell you is also appreciated and realized by the government. There are, after the process started, I wrote a letter to the Chief Justices, and I believe about 130 names have already been recommended from various high courts, which are in process with the Law Ministry. And I'm sure the Honorable Law Minister, who is a very, very conscientious and very, very polite and friendly person, it's such a pleasure to work with him, is going to process those, because he realizes that while we are in the process, or we are open to improvement of whatever the procedural angle is, the process of appointments must go on. Because access to justice is something which has been recognized by the Supreme Court as fundamental. It's a fundamental right of a citizen to access justice. And if you are not to appoint judges, you are actually depriving people of their fundamental right. That's something which is totally unacceptable. And this, I believe, if in this scenario, in this background, if you look at the kind of work that the legal service authorities are doing, in as much as we are relieving the system of something like 2 crore cases over a period of 1 year, which would ordinarily land in the courts, I must say that we are making access to justice a reality. I must compliment all of you for your commitment towards this cause, and for coming all the way from different places despite your, preoccupations in your own states to attend this conference under the dynamic leadership of my esteemed brother Justice Dave, who is a very conscientious judge himself. I'm sure this process which has started 2 years back will continue and will rise to great heights. I must also take this opportunity to thank the Honorable Chief Minister for the excellent arrangements that he has made. I don't think he had to apologize. I can say on behalf of all the participants that each one of you is very comfortable, and while we are conscious of the fact that we need to be a little more frugal in our expenditure, in making these meets or in organizing these meets, Mr. Rao has left no room for any complaint. I, on behalf of all of you, thank the Chief Minister and the State of Telangana for organizing this meet, and also the Acting Chief Justice, who has taken personal interest in ensuring that this meet proves a success. Thank you very much, and God bless you.